There is a huge political crisis that is going on in Sudan. Sudan is facing bloody clashes. This is happening after years of civil war. Why it is happening? We have to know this in this video. So do watch this video. Let's begin our topic. That is background of the conflict. Sudan was ruled by Britain and Egypt till 1956. But when Sudan was getting independence, Sudan had two ethnic groups: blackish skinned Africans Christian in the south and Arab people in the north. This resulted in tensions because blacks and Arabs were never together. They already had racial and ethnic strife. This resulted in civil war till 1990s and 2000s. It got even worse when Sudan tried to impose Sharia law in 1980s. This resulted in the most brutal phase of civil war. But when US government intervened directly by sanctioning Sudan and bombing Sudan and later involving in politics of Sudan, Sudan got peaceful. In 2000s, with the help from US, Sudan and South Sudan signed peace treaty, which resulted in South Sudanese independence in 2011 through a referendum. This resulted in Sudan losing 75% of oil field to South Sudan, a major loss. It also resulted in border clashes in early 2010s near Abyei area. This also resulted in separatist movement in Darfur region in West Sudan. And it is when the Rapid Support Force began to emerge. Rapid Support Force already existed before, but it never had support from government. It was called Janjaweed, if I am correct. They got support from the government, and this paramilitary group began to suppress the rebellion in Darfur region. They got equal importance to the army, which was failing to suppress rebellion in Darfur region. And this is when Rapid Support Force and army began to get equalized. After years of sanction, US removed it in 2017. Instead of peace and hope, Sudan saw protest because of removal of sanction in 2019. Hence, Bashir government got replaced by protest in 2019 through coup. But when the new transitional government failed to do any political, economic and social reform, then another military coup took place in 2021. This time both Rapid Support Force and Sudanese army annexed the government. This is where the real story begins. Now, the current crisis. The Rapid Support Force is led by the Jalo, and army is led by Burhan. They started getting greed for power. They got equal to each other, and hence what happened? Rapid Support Force began to challenge Burhan's legitimacy of power. Disagreement began, and this mass disagreement soon turned into conflict. And it began when the Rapid Support Force began to annex many areas of Sudan militarily, violently, and this resulted in counter violence from Sudanese army. And this is resulting in a huge political crisis in Sudan. Now, why this crisis is very important and why Sudan as a country is important. Sudan as a country is very important because Sudan lies in Middle East, North Africa, MENA region. It is part of Arab world. It lies between Saudi, Egypt and Libya. And because of this, tension in this country can spill to other Arab nations. Already Bin Salman, Sisi and others are doing reforms and progress which can be stalled because of this mass violence. and there are international players like Russia, US, which is closely watching this. They are feeling that their development and projects which is happening in Sudan can be destroyed and delayed. People are already said not to come out of homes by the army because there is mass gun violence. Already more than 100 people are dead and 1,000 people are injured. So what is the position of India? India wants stability in Sudan, because if there is no stability in Sudan, it may affect oil price. Price may increase, and which India cannot afford, because India will then become poor and life will become difficult. So India is doing all best to prevent the conflict. India is already saying have peace, please. But so far there is not much official action by Indian government taken apart from this. So thank you. Do subscribe to this channel, do like this video, do share this video, do comment, and don't forget to click bell button so that you get notification. Thank you.